Listen, Arsenal may have lost today, but Max Dowman, I can't believe I'm saying this, Max Dowman at 15 years of age, he's got to start every game. He has got to start. Won the penalty today, tried to get his team back into the mix. But Arsenal have got two big problems. Two big problems that can be resolved for me by just signing Eberechi Eze. The first problem, creativity. The second problem, attacking runs. We got a lot to get into. Arsenal lost at home 3-2 to Villarreal. Two familiar faces, Danjuma, ex-Tottenham on the score sheet. An ex-Arsenal player, Nicola Pepe, I should say, on the score sheet. Arsenal fans, I have got no doubt, are going to be cussing me in the comments. Henry, what are you talking about? Just hear me out. Watch this video the whole way through because there is a lot to digest. Make sure you go down, you drop a like on the video. Make sure you have hit that subscribe button. We're closing in on 71,000 subscribers. I think we're something like 500 away. But there's a lot to get into. I thought Arsenal today, at times, until three players come on, I don't get what they were trying to do. But this was the lineup, right? David Raya, Ben White, Saliba, Kivior, Lewis Skelly. No qualms with the back line. The midfield's a bit like I'm questioning. I hear it that everyone's got to make minutes. I hear that it's rotation. I hear that. But at the same time, you've got one more game and then the start of the Premier League is here. Surely at this point, you would play your strongest 11. Why is Odeegard not in there? Why is Declan Rice not in there? I know there, of course, other players have got to be coming in and having minutes. I understand Gabriel was out for a long injury. I'm not expecting him to come in. But this team, the amount of runs in the first half that Gyökeres had, or the amount of times the players got down to the byline and tried to cross to find Gyökeres, it was almost like they were trying to force the ball to Gyökeres to get that goal. Now, you look at this Villarreal side. There's some familiar faces in there. Parejo, Juan Foyth, ex-Spurs, Nicola Pepe, Moreno's been there a long, long time. I'm pretty sure they brought on Danjuma in the second half. Denis Suarez, he was at Arsenal. I think he only made a handful of appearances under 10. And then the rest of that Villarreal squad, you're looking at going, right, who are there? The Arsenal squad, they brought on Magalhaes, Timber, Odegaard, Kepa Arrizabalaga, Zinchenko, Noni Madueke, Rice, Zubimendi, Mosquera. The only players that didn't come on were two academy players and Sambi Lokonga. And let's be honest, Sambi Lokonga probably isn't going to be there, right? The first half, as you can see, Nicola Pepe makes it 1-0 in the 15th minute. Good counter-attack, good finish. To be fair, a lot of the finishes against David Raya and Kepa, I don't know if there's a huge amount the goalkeeper could have done for the last one. It was a very, very good finish from Danjuma. The other two on another day, the keeper probably would have done better. But Arsenal today, they got an equaliser, or they got a goal back into the game from Norgard from a set piece, and Odegaard scored a penalty. But let me just talk to you about Max Dowman. Because when he come on in the second half, their fullback, right? I don't know what their fullback's name was, but he's going to need to have his feet glued to the Emirates pitch, because every single time he come on, he absolutely skinned their fullback. And all of a sudden, Arsenal had an outlet. They had someone who could get the ball and run at the fullback that could actually be productive. I'm looking at that today and I'm thinking, Bakayo Saka, as world class as he is, weren't that great today. Victor Gyökeres had not even a clear-cut chance. He had one chance where he managed to dribble past a couple of players, but I see the amount of crosses that were going in for Gyökeres to head the ball into the back of the net. That isn't his game. How many times were there runners off the ball today for Arsenal? How many times were there players running down the channel to take on their fullback before Madueke and Max Dowman come on? I'll be honest, Max Dowman this pre-season has won, 2 or 3 penalties, and has probably been Arsenal's best player in pre-season, and he's a teenager. He's 15 years of age. I'm looking at the experienced players like Odeegard. I'm looking at Saka. Listen, they beat AC Milan, and it was a very good defensive performance. But against Spurs, they weren't great in front of goal, I'll be honest. And we didn't even have our strongest back line out, right, at times. You look at this right here. You look at this. The amount of players that play today, Arsenal rotated every single player. Pepe looked better than majority of the Arsenal team going forward, right? Their centre-back, of course, got man of the match, but they have got to find a way to get the ball to Gyökeres in and around that 18-yard box, not spamming crosses for Gyökeres to head the ball into the back of the net. You haven't got Dominic Solanke up front. You haven't got, Peter Crouch up front. You've not got Didier Drogba. You've not got a big aerial threat. You've got a guy that is fantastic in the combination passing leading up to the box. You've got a guy that's got blistering pace, that's strong, and that score goals. And at the moment, in the 63 minutes today, what I didn't get was Arteta substitutions. You took off Victor Gyökeres in the 63rd minute and then decided at that time to bring on the big guns. Then you brought on, look at the time he took off, at the exact minute he took off Gyökeres. He brought on Downman, Odegaard, Declan Rice, Timber, Gabriel, Kepa. So you're bringing on Downman and Odegaard and Rice, three of your most creative players, at the same time you're taking off Gyökeres. Gyökeres' confidence right now probably isn't sky high. I'll be honest with you guys. His confidence probably isn't sky high. Juan Foyth I thought was good today. Dan Juma's finish I thought was good today. Norgard, of course, scored from a corner. But that's 2 games. If you look at the match stats, Arsenal dominated practically possession. There you go. Shots on target was even. Passing accuracy was higher for Arsenal. But big chances created. Villarreal created more big chances. That should be alarming for Arsenal fans. They've got Villarreal, I think... Not Villarreal, sorry. They've got Bilbao, I want to say, in a few days' time. The 9th of August. Arsenal have to categorically, bombastically, emphatically, emotionally, whatever word you want to use, Max Dowman has to start this game. If they don't, and they don't win this game, their start of the season, guys, is tough. Eberechi Eze has to sign for Arsenal if they want to go and win the biggest honours. They have to bring in Eberechi Eze. They need more creativity. The Liverpool team last year, in terms of creative players, you had McAllister, you had Salah, you had Trent Alexander-Arnold, you had Diaz, you had Nunez, you had Gravenberch, you had Curtis Jones. From in terms of outlets and creative players, the most creative players in this Arsenal side are Declan Rice, Odegaard and Saka. But I'm going to be honest, I actually think Downman is more creative than what we've seen during pre-season. He's done more. He's 15 years of age, guys. He shouldn't be outperforming the biggest stars at Arsenal. A 3-2 defeat, everyone's going to go over the top and go, or set her out. Listen, everyone's entitled to their opinion. But Max Dowman won the penalty, created one big chance, had a shot on target, all in 28 minutes. In 28 minutes, right? He come on against Newcastle United, I believe, won the penalty, right? And looked very, very good. Looked really good against Spurs. He's the only player that's got the confidence right now to run at his fullback. And I'm looking around and I'm thinking to myself, listen, Arsenal need more creativity. They need more creativity. If they don't, then I don't know, guys. I don't know. They have to bring in more creativity. You got a gunman up front. You got one of the best goal scorers in world football. It's Arteta's job now to maximise chance creation for your striker. If you can't do that, then listen, I don't know. I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know. Because I'm looking at what Liverpool did yesterday or the day before. I'm looking at what Liverpool have done twice to Bilbao in a matter of a few hours, scoring 7 goals. And then I'm looking at Arsenal, couldn't score against Spurs. Villarreal had the bigger chances today. That should be alarm bells for Arsenal fans. If they can go out there and sign an Eberechi Eze type player, he may solve majority of their creativity issues. But right now, based on what we are seeing, they have to do more in this market. Let me know your thoughts. Drop a like. I am out.